Welcome back to Get Loose with Deuce.
And I'm Juice.
And here we are today with Remi and Alex.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
All right, so coming off an amazing football season for both of you this year, both winning first team All TRC. How excited are you for wrestling this year?
I'm very excited. Our team has like a lot of potential on it.
Yeah, we have a good team. Excited for wrestling season. There's a lot of big things, a lot more tournaments. Yeah.
All right, and I know last year was kind of the first year getting the wrestling organization or sports started in the school. You guys both participated in that. How was that for the first time?
For my first experience, like the first tournament we went to, it was probably the worst experience ever because like nobody was like prepared how long the wrestling matches are. Like they're super long. That's my first like ever wrestling match, but that's like I'll take it.
Yeah, like I wasn't expecting anything that it was. Like I was thinking something totally different, but I'm glad we learned last year, and this year we're gonna be better.
Yeah, and how would you guys say you did overall last year as a team or as an individual? I know it varies on who, but how do you guys feel overall that you guys did last year?
All right, I'll go. Overall, I think I did pretty good. I think I only lost like 8 matches out of some like 30. But our team did pretty good in our TRC. We got second or third in the conference, so I think we got a big year coming at us.
That's good.
Yeah, for our first year wrestling, I think we did pretty solid. We had one district qualifier, but all the other of us was reserves, which isn't too bad, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll go on to that. What kind of got you into wrestling and the reason why you even gave it a chance in the first place?
I mean, I started wrestling from a young age, So my dad always forced me to wrestle, and it just grew on me. So I just grew up wrestling, and glad to have it as a high school sport and back wrestling.
For me, I just want to try something new because Coach Ray said I'll be good at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me try it out. Like then I started liking it like a lot more.
Right. And then do you guys have any inspiration or any reason you do wrestle? Like I know for you, Alex, your brother wrestles, your dad, your parents, your dad maybe wrestled. Remi, is there anyone for you in particular, or is it just something just to try it out, like you said?
And I talked to my uncle about it too because he wrestled too.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, let me try it, see if I'll be good at it. But yeah.
For you, Alex, is just
The main thing is I know my brother, he was like top 5 in the state, and I'm trying to get above that. So, wrestling to get better, have better stats than him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this season coming up as Bethel's first official wrestling team season. How do you guys feel going into that?
It's pretty solid, yeah. I mean, just excited. We're like actual sport instead of a club.
Yeah. Remi?
I think our team's very good and solid. Like we just gotta see how the first tournament goes, but I think our future is bright for the Bethel program.
Yeah. And then I know that this year we moved into the dungeon to kind of help get a bigger space. How you feel about the new location of the wrestling?
The new location is no joke. Like it's way bigger. Like it's hot. Like this.
Yeah, from personal experience, it is burning down there. I can not lie.
It's like even walking down there, you're sweating. I'm like,
Yeah.
Alex?
It's better than the old one we had. It's bigger.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah. All right, and then from I know from at least in environment terms, or even conditioning wise, me personally, I play football and I also wrestle too, and wrestling and football are two different total conditioning. To say how was that for you transitioning from football to wrestling? Right.
all right. So first year I thought like I was gonna be conditioned. Like I'm like okay, like I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. First day wrestling, I was like laying on the mat, sprawled out. I was like, yeah, wrestling is like no joke with conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely takes like a few weeks just to get back into the wrestling condition because it's not the same as football. Like I'll be underestimating it, and once wrestling season starts, I'll be gassed. So.
Yeah. And then Deuce, I know you tried a little bit of wrestling this season.
Bit.
How would you say that transformation from football to wrestling was, just for the little time you were there?
I thought it was going to be a lot relatable towards football because tackling, wrestling, bringing someone down.
Yeah.
But it's completely different in like every way I thought.
Yeah, for those of you who have never wrestled before, it is totally something different that I would say it's a lot different from any other sport that I've played.
I think I would say it's more about technique.
Technique, yeah. It's more of a condition and technique sport over pretty much everything. Those 3 minutes don't really seem long until you're in that match, and
Yeah, with football, it's like 5 seconds here, then like break.
Right.
Like wrestling, you're like go, 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 go. Like,
For a whole 6 minutes, you're just nonstop wrestling.
Right. And do you think wrestling last year helped you perform better this year in football? Help you with your stamina, or how would you say that helped you this year?
Honestly, wrestling didn't help with football at all with anything. It's like nothing really relates with football and wrestling, so I don't really see how wrestling could help in football or football help in wrestling. Except for like maybe
the aggressiveness.
yeah,
yeah,
maybe
for sure.
like the strength wise, but other than that,
I would say me personally, it helped a lot with my stamina. Just because I know football is it's not as fast paced. You get little timeouts there, you get the little breaks out of bounds plays. But wrestling's kind of all constant until if someone has like a timeout or an injury or something. But normally it's just straight constant. So for me at least, I know that helped me a lot with my conditioning. And yeah, for you, Remi, you think?
I don't really know. I think it was helpful a little bit, like this aggressiveness. That's the only thing I think I took from wrestling to football. Like just be like the biggest, the baddest on the field.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then also, you guys both got first team all conference awards this season. Congrats on that, by the way.
thank you.
How would you guys say? Well, Remi just being your senior year and Alex being your junior year, what is your guys' plans for next year? I know Alex, you still got one more year. Anything for you, Remi, as far as your future?
For me right now, I'm like talking to college coaches, trying to like see what the options and like military's on the side too. But like, I think I'm gonna proceed football in college.
Right.
So yeah.
And for you, Alex, and talking to anyone or just seeing what you could do right now?
Nah, I'm not really thinking about the college level of football, but next year with Coach Dre, my senior class, hopefully we have a solid year next year, and I'm just looking forward to that.
Right. All right. And then one more thing back to wrestling. I know that normally for football, at least for our positions, you want to kind of stay as big as possible to kind of help you around, move somebody. But for wrestling, it's kind of getting the opposite. You want to get as low as possible. So how does the weight class, how do you transition into wrestling, trying to control how much you weigh in your weight class and lead into the wrestling season?
Okay, so like wrestling, time out. So football, I like played at like 235, but like my weight class is 215. So this whole time been cutting like to 215, 210 area. Like that's like very hard to maintain. Like you just gotta watch what you eat, drink. So that's probably the hardest part about wrestling.
Yeah, for you, Alex.
Yeah, hardest part about cutting is like having to go through 2-hour practices with like barely any food in your stomach. It's like tiring. Yeah, especially for me, I had to cut 30 pounds. I still got 10 more, but I still got 10 more pounds, but yeah.
And then how does your diet differ from football season to wrestling season?
Okay, with football, I can eat whatever I want anytime I want. But like everybody agrees on that. But like when it comes to wrestling, you gotta be like determined, mentally tough. Like you just gotta lock in.
Right.
Yeah, you really got to watch what you eat during wrestling because you can't just be eating like a bunch of junk food and stuff. And you're definitely eating way less.
Yeah.
Do you think having to cut all this weight affects you mentally?
I would say somewhat. Like I don't know, to be honest. That's a good question though.
Not. I guess if you're cutting like a lot of weight, yeah, and if you're struggling to cut the weight, it would. But for me, it's pretty easy for me to cut the weight, so it's not really affecting me like that mentally. But it's just like I can't eat the things I want, like crumble.
All right. And then speaking on the terms of food, I know Thanksgiving is coming up. And as a wrestler, that can be pretty difficult, because having, that's normally the best time of year to eat whatever you want without getting judged. So on my phone here, I have some of the top, Thanksgiving foods, and we're going to rank them on how much you're going to miss them, because you have to cut. You can't really eat them. So first we have stuffing. We're going to start with Deuce and then go around.
I love stuffing. One of my favorite. So we're rating?
Yeah, just out of 10.
Put that at 9.
A 9. For you, Remy?
I don't really mess around with stuffing. Like it's probably like a 5.
5.
Wait, is 10 like the worst?
10 is the most. Like you're gonna miss eating.
I don't think I've ever ate stuffing, so probably a 1. I'm not gonna be missing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Alex. Stuffing really isn't for me. So wrestling season, that will not be missed.
Crazy.
That will not be missed.
Stuffing's so good.
All right, next you have mashed potatoes.
It's a 10 for me.
10.
Wait, homemade? Yeah, homemade's 10.
10. All right, you, Remy?
That's like a -1.
What?
A -1.
No, because
Ain't no good mashed
Negative,
potatoes.
like hearty. Like
You ain't had good mashed
You don't
potatoes.
eat mashed potatoes?
No,
that-
mashed potatoes are actually good though. Like,
when like you get them out of the oven, it's like way too hard. Like you gotta wait like 30 minutes to even touch them. Like
Oven.
what kind of mashed potatoes do you eat?
I don't know potatoes.
You think about baked potatoes?
they're the same thing, aren't they? Like,
No, man.
I don't know what kind of mashed potatoes you eat, bro. But that's not the ones I eat.
Yeah,
But yeah, Alex, you.
probably an 8. I like mashed potatoes.
Okay. I would have to give that a 10. I mean, if I wasn't having to cut, that would be my number 1, probably.
Yeah.
We got cranberry sauce. If anyone eats that.
Let's go 1. I've never had it.
No, I don't really mess with Remy. No?
that's a 0.
Yeah, nah, like 2.
Yeah, that's a 0. That's a 0 for me. We got mac and cheese.
My mom's mac
It's a
and
big one.
cheese.
A lot of carbs. So
My mom's mac and cheese might be the best meal on this planet. I'm gonna be honest. So this is like a 20 for me.
20. Remy,
Grandma's mac and cheese. It's different.
All right.
So that's definitely top 10.
top 10.
Yeah, definitely 10.
10. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
agree
go
with y'all,
10.
yeah.
That's definitely gonna be the hardest one during Thanksgiving time. All right, we got a couple more. We got pumpkin pie.
Like a 7.
7.
I don't really mess around with pies, so like maybe like a 2.
2.
I feel like pumpkin pie is underrated. Like it's low key up there, like a 7.
7. Me, I don't really like pie either. That's not my go-to dessert, so I'll have to give that like a 2 during season. A couple more. We have cornbread.
That's at least a 10, bro.
I'll give it that 8.
8.
Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. I'm gonna be honest.
No, you gotta do the cornbread with like a little drizzle of honey on it.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never ate cornbread. I can't tell you. Yeah, I can't tell you.
So,
Yeah.
We'll make you try it once.
yeah, we'll get Alex on the show to try cornbread. But that's like a 10. Cornbread is it hits. My mom makes it. It's really great, really good. Couple more. We got, well, I'm not really sure if that will be, if you're allowed to eat it during season, but we got collard greens, so we're just gonna put it in there.
Collard greens.
Yeah.
Might be some collard greens. I'll get like an 8, 9. Yeah, 9.
9.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm actually go with Remi. I don't mess with that.
I think collard greens on Thanksgiving has to be on my plate. That's a 10 right there. That's
Really?
big staple. And then lastly, we have rolls.
Like what type
kind
of
of
rolls are we
rolls?
talking about?
See, for me, it depends because sometimes we have like just the Hawaiian rolls. If you're just going like just buy a big pack, or we put like just I'm not even really sure what they were called. Just like wow, I don't even know, but just regular rolls. I don't know.
If we're talking about Hawaiian rolls, I like a 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
hey, I said go Hawaiian rolls. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's the top. I'll be missing rolls.
Yeah. Rolls is pretty good.
rolls. Yeah, I say Hawaiian rolls is definitely number 10 on that list right there. Yeah.
All right, what about ham? What about ham?
Ham.
Ham or turkey? That's a big question.
It depends who made the ham or turkey. Like who's cooking the ham. If it's like my uncle's ham, then we're talking about.
Okay.
I'll give it a 10. This is my. Actually, never mind. I don't say nothing.
For me, turkey, I've never had like turkey to me is always dry. Like it's very
Agreed.
hard to find some turkey that has, some juice to it. I'll mess with turkey legs, but I feel like you really don't eat that on Thanksgiving. So I'll have to go with ham on Thanksgiving. Some honey baked ham. You can never go wrong with that.
That goes me.
Yeah, ham for sure, top 10. Like you gotta have ham. Like
Ham. I mean, Alex, I know you really don't have a choice.
Yeah, like I don't eat ham, so turkey. But I don't really mess with turkey like that. I don't know. It's like the flavor.
Yeah.
It's different than chicken, but I don't know. I don't mess with turkey.
But I heard like the good turkey is like the Bowman Lane is like down the road from Bethel. You guys gonna go try it too.
I've never had that. But yeah.
Well, that's the end of our segment. So thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, much appreciated. I hope you guys have a great season ahead of you.
You too.
Including me. But yeah, make sure to come to the meets, guys. We'll have a lot of home meets this year.
What was the first one?
December 7th. But
December
it's not,
7th.
It's not home. We have a home duel December 21st, though.
Yes, at the Hive. Yeah,
For
so
Christmas break, so everyone's free.
yeah, everyone
Yeah.
will be free. So come support, please.
So
And yeah,
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
yeah.
This is Get Loose with Deuce,
And I'm Juice.
and then this is Remi and Alex.